Hello everyone, I am Assistant Professor S.V. Shezale from Agricultural Engineering Department. In last session we learned about definition of greenhouse, then advantages of greenhouse, then classification of greenhouse based on shape, then different types of greenhouse accepted by the government of Maharashtra. Now this is third major class which greenhouse type based on utility, and it have two subtypes. First one, that is greenhouses for active heating and greenhouses for active cooling. Now let's know about greenhouses for active heating. We know that during the night time the air temperature inside the greenhouse decreases, and to avoid the cold bite to the plants due to the freezing, some amount of heat has to be supplied, right? So the requirements for heating the greenhouses depend on the rate at which the heat is lost to the outside environment. Okay, and for this purpose there is arrangement is made in the greenhouse to keep that greenhouse warm. Okay, now the next type is that greenhouses for active cooling. Okay, during the summer season it is desirable to reduce the temperature of the greenhouse, right, than the ambient temperature for the effective crop growth. Ambient temperature means atmospheric temperature. Okay, then hence suitable modifications are made so that large volumes of cooled air are drawn into the greenhouse through the suitable arrangements. This type of greenhouse either consists of evaporative cooling pad with fan for or fog cooling. Okay, then this greenhouse is designed in such a way that it permits a roof opening of about 40%, and in some cases nearly about 100%. Okay, and now the next major class, that is greenhouse type based on a construction. Okay, there are three subclasses: wooden framed structures, then pipe framed structures, and last one, that is truss framed structures. Okay, now wooden framed structures in general for greenhouse with span less than 6 meter, only wooden framed structures are used. Okay, so where the width of the greenhouse is less than 6 meter, in that case we can use wooden frame structures. Okay, then side post and columns are constructed of wood without the use of truss, means without the use of different types of metal components. Okay, and what is meant by truss, it is the structure made up of the different structural components. We will learn about this later in the type of truss frame structures. Okay, then next point is that the pine wood is commonly used as it is expensive and possesses the required strength. It is inexpensive and possesses the required strength. Okay, after that, timber locally available with good strength, then durability, machinability also can be used for the construction. Okay, now the next type, that is the pipe framed structures. Okay, when the clear span is around 12 meter, then pipes are used for the construction of the greenhouse. Okay, in general the side post, columns, cross ties, then purlines are constructed using the pipes, so it is called as pipe framed structures. Okay, and again trusses are not used also in this type of greenhouses because this is pipe framed structure, so the main component in this case, that will be pipe, right? Then the pipe components are not interconnected but depend on the attachment to the sash bars for the support. Okay, then next type, that is truss framed structures. Before that, let's know about the different terms related to the truss framed structures. Okay, question is that what is meant by truss or what is meant by truss framed structure? Actually, truss, it is the structure which is made up of different components like rafter, struts, different structural components. Okay, then chords, etc. So in short, truss structure means it is the combination of the different structural members. Okay, like rafters. Okay, here this bar is called as rafter. Okay, which support the roof. Okay, that component is called as rafter. Okay, now for example, here is this structure or sorry this component that is struct this is the component which supports again the roof, and it is under the compressive load. Okay, this combination of these different structural component, that whole structure is called as truss. Okay, and these different components are made up of different types of metal materials. Okay, now what is meant by rafter? This component is rafter, and any of the large sloping piece of wood or any material that support the roof, that is called as rafter. Okay, now what is meant by purline? This dotted part is purline. What is meant by purline? It is the horizontal beam along the length of roof and supporting the common rafters. Okay, it is this horizontal component that is called as purline, which support the roof. Okay, and also it support the commonly to the rafters. Okay, then now the next term, that is ridge. What is the basic meaning of ridge? It is the elevated body part or elevated part of the structure. This elevated part of the structure is called as ridge. Okay, then sash bars. Here these are the sash bars. These vertical small bars are called as sash bars. Those bars that keep the glass attached to the greenhouse. Okay, that is called as sash bars. Okay, then next term here is eave. What is meant by eave? That is the edge of the roof that stick out over the walls, that is called as eave. Okay, now the next term is that what is meant by chord. Okay, an inclined or horizontal member that establish the upper edge of the truss, that establishes the upper edge of the truss, that is called as chord. Okay, this part is called, this is the bottom chord. Okay, then again here is the inclined or inclined chord. Okay, so basically the chords are present on the upper edge of the truss. Okay, or in upper part of the total truss framed structure. Now again there are some different types of components. Here is like knee brace, that is also used to support the roof or to support the structure. Then next here is the curtain wall. Okay, then this is the transom sill. Okay, transom sill means transverse horizontal structural beam, that is also used to support the roof. Okay, then here ventilator, then here is the ventilator head, etc. These are the different structural components of the truss framed greenhouse, and this is the different components of pipe framed greenhouse structure, and here is these are the different components of the truss framed greenhouse structures. Okay, now next type, that is truss framed structures. We already learn about different terms related to the truss frame structures and pipe framed structures. In pipe frame structure there is main component is pipe, so it is called as pipe framed structures, but some terms are common between the pipe frame structures and truss frame structures. We already discussed about this. Now truss frame structures, if the greenhouse span is greater than or equal to 15 meter, then truss frames are used, and these are made up of flat steel or tubular steel or iron angle is welded together to form a truss encompassing the rafters, chords, struts, etc. Okay, now the struts are the support members under the compression, and chords are the support members under the tension. Okay, and after that, angle iron purlines running throughout the length of the greenhouse and are bolted each truss. Okay, these are the purlines. Okay, here, sorry, these are the purlines. Then this is the bottom chord which is under the tension, and struts generally under the compressive strength or compressive load. Okay, Then columns are used only in very wide truss frames houses of 21.3 meter or more. Okay, and most of the glass houses are of truss frame type, and as these frames are the best suited for the prefabrication. Okay, now the next type of greenhouse, that is greenhouse type based on a covering materials. So again there are three subclasses: glass greenhouse, plastic film greenhouse, then rigid panel greenhouse. Okay, so in glass greenhouses, only glass greenhouses with a glass as the covering material existed prior to 1950. Okay, and glass as the covering material has the advantage of greater interior light intensity. Okay, and these greenhouses have higher air infiltration rate, which leads to the lower interior humidity and better disease prevention. Okay, these are the qualities of glass greenhouses. And then lean to type, then even span, then ridge and furrow types of designs are used for construction of glass greenhouse. The next subtype, that is plastic film greenhouse. Flexible plastic films including polyethylene, polyester, polyvinyl chloride are used as a covering material in this type of greenhouse. And plastics as a covering material for greenhouses have become popular, and as they are cheap and the cost of heating is less when as compared to the glass greenhouses. And the main disadvantages with this plastic film is its short life as the covering material. For example, the best quality UV light stabilized film can last for 4 years only. Okay, and then in quonset design as well as gutter connected design is suitable for using this type of covering material. Okay, the next type is that rigid panel greenhouses. Okay, in rigid panel greenhouses, polyvinyl chloride rigid panels, then fiberglass reinforced panels, or plastic, then acrylic and polycarbonate rigid panels are employed as the covering material in this type of greenhouse. Okay, and these panels can be used in quonset types or rigid and furrow type frames. Now the main disadvantage is that these panels tends to collect the dust as well as to harbor the algae, which results in darkening of the panels and subsequent reduction in the light transmission, and there is a significant danger of fire hazard in case of rigid panel greenhouses. Okay, now this part is completed here. In this session, important things like different types, basically classification of greenhouses based on the different basis, like based on shape, then based on utility, then material, etc. Okay, and different facts of the each type of greenhouses, like their width, then which type of materials included there, then which types of components used there, etc. Okay, so the focus on these things. Okay, so thank you for listening.